The winning team is the team opposition.
Government side, panel, government, and the negative side, plus the audience. Good afternoon. This house puts a blame on teenage pregnancies for the increased school dropouts in Kigezi. 346 pregnancies in 2020, 1,479 cases in 2021, 1,478 cases in 2022 on 11th October 2023 of recent. So, as we all know that teenage pregnancy, this is caused by family community social pressure to marry, sexual violence, lack of comprehensive sexual education, peer intimidation and medical influence, absence of parental not granted, absence of parental involvement, as a result of poverty, malnutrition, complications of pregnancy, not granted, emotional problems, i.e. depression, drug and alcohol use, all for the mother. In our case, my second speaker will come, not granted, my second speaker will come and build up the points, and my third speaker will have to conclude with the resolutions of the debate. Thank you.
It's never too late to make a change. I love that statement. I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1. Number 1. This house puts a blame on teenage pregnancies for the increased number of school dropouts. Now, we need to understand what is the problem in this resolution, and to solve the problem, we need to understand what are the steps we should take, vice versa, the issues that we should be putting on or blaming someone. Now, but I'll take my POIs in my last seconds. Now, I will not expect any person to ask me for a POI before my last seconds. Now, but we need to understand that Kigezi region as a whole is not even among the best, or it's not even among the people or the districts that are under teenage pregnancy. That means it is null and void for us to go to debate about it, even when it is not even in among the districts that have high numbers of teenage pregnancy. That makes null and void. The first district is Wakiso, the next one is Kampala, the next one is Kasese, Kamuli, and the rest. Now, but it is very invalid for these people to come up and tell us that, you know what, Kigezi is among the schools that I told you in my last minute. Thank you very much. So it is null and void for us to come here and debate about all these things. Yet Kigezi as a whole has not even is not in among the districts in Uganda that are even highly ranked in teenage pregnancies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take an example. How many districts or how many problems are causing teenage pregnancies, vice versa, the issue they are talking about? In their world, they advocate to blame only one person, but we're looking at the other issues that are causing teenage pregnancies other than the same point they are giving. Now, right now they're blaming teenage pregnancies, but we look at poverty as a whole, contributing 79% of the school dropouts. For example, in Kabale districts only, people go to do stone quarrying. You had a point. You're still disorganized. Take your seat.
How many problems do we have in this motion?
How
many problems are we trying to solve?
I need protection.
I think
I need protection.
We need to solve some problems. How many problems
I
do we
say
have?
I'm not taking your point. I said I'm not talking your point. Now, for example, if you talk about things like problems that we are identifying, we are looking at solving the problem of teenage pregnancies, and whom should we blame? Now, because you don't answer that question, that means you're still narrow and void. Why? Because we still believe that largely, on a percentage of, or on a ratio of 1 to 10, we believe that teenage pregnancies contributes only 3%, other than the other percentage that is left to be tackled by other issues. For example, take an example of poverty that provides that causes, according to the research made, according to that research, it shows that poverty contributes 79%. Now we go back to domestic violence that contributes 75%. Now can you just tell me, if you have been in a school, let me give an example, Brainstorm or Trinity or any other school around here, how many girls have you seen that have been out of school because of pregnancy. Even in the majority, we need to understand that we are talking about realistic things and things that are called fantasies. Now we should understand that, you know what, we should look at other issues. They are advocating for a world whereby they blame only one person, but they solve a problem from an angle of only one person, but they don't look at other problems that are going to affect the other people. Now, but we need to understand, my next speaker is going to come and elaborate for you and show you that, you know what, poverty as a whole, after contributing to a lack of education or a lack of financial stability in the home, it goes back to a person going to say that, you know what, I'm going to use each and every manpower in my home in order to do what? To advocate for these people to go to school. What happens next? Then the people go to find
Point of information.
We didn't see the judge raising their hand. They're disorganized. Now, you need to understand that after doing that, you have to look at the point in time whereby these people go to do stone equality, for example, here, up here. Then they do that, they do whatever they have to do because they want to solve a problem, but we lack and know that, you know what, the child of Uganda is lacking quality education and the generation of our next future is destroyed. With all this, allow me to become a pillar of wisdom. We rest our case. Thank you.
Judge, 15, 30 seconds. 15. In our case, and of course, put down what the team negative has for us. The very first place I would like to clarify to the August House right now that Kigezi is not a district. People, Kigezi is a region and has districts. Thank you very much. Next time, please come from Kigezi into district. It's a region and has districts, of course. Thank you very much. And also, dear judges, team negative comes in to tell us that yes, they claim that teenage pregnancies ain't the main reason as to why these girls are getting out of school. Yes, apparently they come in with a case of poverty, but like our first speaker clarified that all the teenage pregnancies around town are due to, so the school dropouts are largely due to teenage pregnancies. I'm still clarifying the point that teenage pregnancies being a reason as why girls are dropping out of school. 1.1. Imagine this situation: the girl is in school and she's not pregnant. Number one should be stressed, depressed, because typically you can't handle a baby and at the same time go to school. So she has to choose the bigger part of the story, which is her kid or her kid, the boy or the girl she has produced, to leave school.
Okay. Do you believe in the Ministry of Education and Sports?
That's why I'm here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So more so, like I was still narrowing it down. I'm still the point of poverty, like the team negative say. Sorry, it's fine. Like the team negative say that school dropouts are largely due to poverty. But in our case, like when we beat our case, we see that yes, it's poverty. But in this situation, if the girl was poor, fine. But remember, she still has a baby to look after. That's where the point of teenage pregnancies comes in. If she was poor, she would maybe bear with the situation. But the fact that there is the kid she has to look after, the kid she has to feed, the kid maybe, even if she hasn't given birth to the kid, it puts on that onus of her having to take an extra mile, maybe of leaving school first take care of the baby, leaving the school dropout. More so, I would like to clarify a point of complications that are related to teenage pregnancies. Thank you very much. Team negative, do you have any questions? We don't have. Thank you very much.
Today we have to answer, and that question is, who is responsible for the increase of school dropouts in Kigezi? I'm very much disappointed that Team Affirmative, Team Government cannot today come to clarify what really causes the school dropouts in Kigezi. I have statistics here. In 2020, 69 out of 350 pupils reported at Bugwaza Primary School in Hamura District, in Rwanda District, which is part of Kigezi. So does Team Government want to tell me that all the 281 pupils all dropped out of school because of teenage pregnancy? So today, Team Negative, we come to bring light to the House that teenage pregnancies we don't want to blame teenage pregnancy for the increased school dropouts. So what does Team Negative want to blame to be taken at a later time? So now, what does Team Negative want to blame, for instance? Now we have poverty. We've told you, we've given statistics that poverty contributes 79% to the school dropouts in Uganda, and Kigezi as a concern for today.
Point of information.
It will be taken at a later time, please. So if we tell you that poverty, we have the education system in Uganda. I want us to take a look at the education system in Uganda. What are the loopholes in the education system today? We have infrastructure. Do our schools have the infrastructure? Do they have classrooms? We are suffering a problem of overcrowdedness in schools. These girls go to school, they find there are no classrooms, there's no furniture, there are no textbooks. Teachers go to school.
Point of information.
In a school of 1,000 students, we have 8 teachers. So why do these girls go to school? They opt out to go to the villages. We also have disability in the whole of Kigezi region. It will be taken in the whole of Kigezi region. We want to have one school, that is Hombe High School, which caters for the disabled. So where do you want a girl from Wama? Where do you want a girl from Rwanda district who cannot afford the school fees of Hombe High School, who is blind, who is lame, to go to? She opts out to go out of school. So we also have loopholes. The policy making of the Ministry of Education. What are the policies do they make? The financial analysis, first of all. Or how much money is allocated to the Ministry of Education? We also have the infrastructure, the supervision. How often do we see the supervisors on these schools? We also have the sex education. We still have sex education in our schools. That also contributes to the school dropouts. Then we also look at domestic violence. Domestic violence. If my mother has fought with my father, I'm not going to have school fees the next morning. I will not have the requirements, so I opt not to go out of school. So we also have early marriages. Most of the cultures in our local localities, most especially Kigezi, go to Rwanda, go to Rushiga. Most of these cultures, they believe in early marriages. You had a point of information, dear.
Which problem are you solving? How many problems are you solving? Which problem are you solving exactly?
The main problem in this situation is school dropouts. We want to keep all the school going children in school. They must complete their education, which is our main problem today. So now we also have we talked of infrastructure desks. So we also have the team government come to clarify that they are blaming teenage pregnancies. So we ask a question. In these total cases, 134 cases that were reported in 2020. How many of these cases were as a result of teenage pregnancies? Let the team affirmative answer this question. They take today's debate, because we've given you a number of points, a number of issues that bring to school dropouts, which we have clarified. We have poverty, which takes 79%. We have domestic violence. We have the loopholes in the education system, which is our main problem today that we face. I want to forward another question to the team affirmative. Who should be responsible for the school dropouts? If you answer that question, then you are liable for taking tonight's debate. I rest my case.
Disappointing to you, you're debating tonight. Judge, their first speaker comes and tells us that they are trying to solve the problem of teenage pregnancies. When I ask their second speaker, he's solving school dropouts. For us, we are coming to solve we are coming to solve. We are solving two problems. We are just coming to solve two problems. Which two problems are we solving? We are trying to solve the problem of teenage pregnancies in order to address the challenge of the school dropouts. But you mistakenly, you better shift your seats this way. Now, what are they talking about? They come and talk about poverty as their main point, as the major cause of school dropouts. What am I talking about now? I'm talking about this poverty. What are the causes? Actually, what are the causes of teenage pregnancies? We are now relating the causes of teenage pregnancies to how they come up with the school dropouts. We now think about Chair. I want to put some clarity on this. The teenage pregnancies we are having in Uganda, in Kigezi, where our parameters are set, they are the very causes that are bringing out. They are leading to school dropouts. They are talking about poverty to be the cause of school dropouts. But we come and think that these teenage pregnancies are also caused by poverty. Not so. Chair, if you want to go with me, if teenage pregnancies are caused by poverty, so we don't go to the root cause. We start from the middle and want to make it clear that where we start from. Please, can you almost stop shouting? You're making noise. What I want to talk about, I'm trying to rate the causes of early pregnancy rates in Uganda. What is hyper? What is making these early pregnancy rates hyper? I'm not looking at the problem root cause now. To solve the school dropouts, we must first solve the problem of poverty. And why are we coming to solve poverty? We are coming to solve poverty because we think that if we can address poverty, we are addressing the problem of these early school pregnancies. We think about these early school pregnancies because now we see a parent, we come to look on a parent. Point taken. You're a team. They are not away. They are not together. It is not a team. I just want point taken. Ask anything.
what I want to know.
You delayed, please. You're eating my time. So
Listen, I'm going to ask.
Not really. Judge, chair, and my time. What am I thinking about? Now, I'm looking at the parent who has failed to take his child to school. He's staying home because they don't have the money. You understand? Finally, this girl is going to get a boss. He's going to get a guy. He's going to get that boy who has some money and maybe can fund, can support in any way. After funding, of course, she will give in for sex. She will give her body for sex because she wants the money. Now, that's how we are trying to relate the poverty we're talking about. Point taken. Point taken.
Out of 1,346 cases, how many of these are as a result of teenage
In your
pregnancies?
second speech, you talk about 100, and now you're making it 1,000. I wonder why you're not having. Your speech is all. I don't know. I don't even understand what you're presenting in today's case. So, Judge, now what do we present today? Tonight, for us, we come and present how we rate the problem causes. Now, because we are coming with challenges, but the challenges that are causing teenage pregnancies are the challenges that are causing the school dropouts. You understand? So now, what do we look at after? We look about this. We look about poverty. We look about any problem that is causing these teenage pregnancies. We come to address it as the cause of the school dropouts, and that's why we really say that the teenage pregnancies today are the causes of the school dropouts. Because now we have been seeing boys being just from schools, maybe because they impregnated those girls. So they finally drop out of the schools. Why are they dropping out of the schools? Because they are on a run. They are chasing them. So finally, they are the teenage pregnancies we're talking about. Judge, in fact, I'm completing. As I sum up whatever we presented in our speech today, as team affirmative team government, we stand in a position to win today's resolution, to take it on. I think it is not always over until it is over. I rest my case.
The panel, I'm here as I want to confirm it is 100% wrong. Because if we are to see the biggest percentage, it's not for teenage pregnancies. It's for poverty, it's for early marriages, and it's for domestic violence. And if it's about domestic violence, we've seen it's 75%. If I'm to ask percentage, out of 100%, teenage pregnancy has got how many, how much? If I'm to ask, do you know the percentage? I'm sure you don't know. Even if you don't answer, it's fine. It's okay.
Point of information?
Not granted. What I want to add on, out of these things you're saying, like dropouts, it's not only about teenage pregnancies. You see, these dropouts are being brought.
Point of information?
Not granted.
POI?
Not granted. I'm still talking and you're making noise for the audience.
POI?
Not granted. I'm saying the percentage for teenage pregnancy, it's not there. And you're here making noise, poverty. It's not about poverty. It's not about teenage pregnancies. Because I've asked the percentage you don't know. And if I'm to support my negators, the thing is simple. Farmers, you rather go home. You're just wasting your time.
Point of information?
Not granted. I'm still talking. When you're here, all of us here, I'm sure we are educated. And we are from different schools. The different schools...
POI?
Not granted. Stop making noise.
POI?
And here, I want to ask everyone.
POI?
Even if you don't answer me, but I'm sure in
Point
every
of information,
school,
Chair?
Not granted. Not granted.
Point of information, Chair?
Not granted.
I just want to know the causes of teenage pregnancies. The causes of teenage pregnancies. And then we're going to address the causes of the school dropouts. First, we must first recognize the causes of teenage pregnancies. And then after addressing these problems, we are dealing with the school dropouts. We are trying to solve two problems tonight. In this house, we are trying to solve two problems. You're coming to solve one problem. And your first speaker and the second speaker are not sure of which problem they are solving. One comes and says he's solving teenage pregnancies. And the other one comes in his speech and is like he's solving the problem of school dropouts. Which problem are you solving? How many problems are you solving in today's solution? We debate to learn, so we are solving. We must debate to solve some challenges today. So tonight, I think we stand in a position to win the debate.
Teenage pregnancy is not a problem. You get it? teenage pregnancy is not a problem. We are here to solve a problem of school dropouts. You get?
Point of information.
Not granted.
POI.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
I rest my case.
I want to confirm it is 100% wrong. Because if we are to see the biggest percentage, it's not for teenage pregnancies. It's for poverty, it's for early marriages, and it's for domestic violence. And if it's about domestic violence, we've seen it's 75%. If I'm to ask percentage out of 100%, teenage pregnancy has got how many, how much? If I'm to ask, do you know the percentage? I'm sure you don't know. Even if you don't answer, it's fine. It's okay because you
Point
don't
of information.
know. Not granted. What I want to add on, out of these things you're saying, like dropouts, it's not only about teenage pregnancies. You see, these dropouts are being brought.
Point of information.
Not granted.
POI.
Not granted. I'm still talking and you're making noise for the audience.
POI.
Not granted. I'm saying the percentage for teenage pregnancy, it's not there. And you're here making noise, poverty. It's not about poverty. It's not about teenage pregnancies. Because I've asked the percentage you don't know. And if I'm to support my negators, the thing is simple. And farmers, you rather go home. You're just wasting your time.
Point of information.
Not granted. I'm still talking. When you're here, all of us here, I'm sure we are educated. And we are from different schools. The different schools.
POI.
Not granted. Stop making noise.
POI.
And here, I want to ask everyone.
POI.
Even if you don't answer me, but I'm sure in
Point
every
of information,
school.
Chair.
Not granted. Not granted.
Point of information, Chair.
Not granted.
I just want to know the causes of teenage pregnancies. The causes of teenage pregnancies. And then we're going to address the causes of the school dropouts. First, we must first recognize the causes of teenage pregnancies. And then after addressing these problems, we are dealing with the school dropouts. We are trying to solve two problems tonight. In this house, we are trying to solve two problems. You are coming to solve one problem. And your first speaker and the second speaker are not sure of which problem they are solving. One comes and says he's solving teenage pregnancies. And the other one comes in his speech and is like he's solving the problem of school dropouts. Which problem are you solving? How many problems are you solving in today's solution? We debate to learn, so we are solving. We must debate to solve some challenges today. So tonight, I think we stand in a position to win the debate.
Teenage pregnancy is not a problem. You get it? Teenage pregnancy is not a problem. We are here to solve a problem of school dropouts. You get?
Point of information.
Not granted.
POI.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
I rest my case.
Of resolution we were debating. We are debating a value motion that called for you to support either one side or the other side. Now, it called for team affirmatives to come and tell us reasons to why they feel that teenage pregnancy is a problem and why they think they should blame it. Now, we should have given the other side of the story, which we did, and they didn't. What happened? They were asking for issues like, what causes teenage pregnancy, which was outside the debate. Why was it outside the debate? Because we feel that largely they should have done their team burden by either supporting the resolution without going to other issues, rather than what they did was asking the causes of teenage pregnancies. Rather, they had to solve the problem by showing us how teenage pregnancies does what causes the problem in the resolution, which is school dropouts. But did they? No. They rather solved the problem of what causes teenage pregnancies. Was that the burden they had to cover? No. Question number 2. There was a question that was that there was a question that they kept on ignoring in a ratio of 1 to 10. Can you tell me how much percentage or what ratio does teenage pregnancy cause school dropout? Vice versa, other issues. But they did. They did. What did they do? They told us that, this and that, the other story and this, teenage pregnancy is caused by poverty. What was out of their burden of telling us or proving to us that teenage pregnancy causes what? Causes what? School dropouts. What did their second speaker do? He just kept on telling us, imagine this, imagine that. Tell us this, scenario that. But he failed to understand or tell us what the debate wanted. With all this, ladies and gentlemen, we feel that Team Affirmative should shift their seats and join ourselves. Because we feel we have solved the problem in the resolution and we have showed you what causes teenage school dropouts. And we feel that largely, we are the victors of this resolution. Allow me to become a pillar of wisdom. We rest our case. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear judges and August House. In the very first place, I would like to table down the reason as to why the team government wasn't giving out the statistics based on what they had said. Our reason is just that you didn't give us your source. The first speaker came and said this, said that, but did you give us this? Did you tell us according to this and this, that happened this in this year and this year? This was tabled down. Second point, Team Negative comes and say that the third speaker came and said that teenage pregnancies, it's not a problem, it's not an issue. So if it's not an issue, why are we basically here? Then more so, dear judges, Team Negative also comes in and says that amid these other issues, lack of maybe scholastic materials at school, lack of desks, lack of whatever they say is causing the school dropouts. But my friends, we have seen children in schools learning with no books, having half books, but they are still learning, which is apparently not being a reason why they're dropping out of school. But imagine this situation where the girl is, I'm on this side, please, this side. Just imagine this situation where the girl is pregnant. Our case is this. Dear judges, our case being our case being teenage pregnancies leading to school dropouts. So imagine this situation whereby amid this the poverty, the girl is, because we have seen even amid this the poverty, the girls that are still in school. But imagine this situation whereby the girl is pregnant. How do you expect a pregnant girl to be in school at that time? People are in school when they are poor. We have seen that. They are saying schools are here with no this, but still there are students they are learning. But have you seen the students in schools? They are pregnant, apparently, no. But if they're pregnant, trust me, they will leave school. Thank you very much.
Did you people make research or not? First question. Which side do you think is winning? None. No side is winning. Anyway, so should I first clarify some issues? Yes. Okay. Totally refuse any point of information. That's not good. That's not allowed. You have to get informed. You have to be informed. You can't be there and be like, Anze, I don't want. I can't. I don't want any information. That's not allowed. Which problem are we solving? You people, which problem are we solving? School dropouts or teenage pregnancies? Both. Okay. I will say yes and I will say no. 90% no. I'm not giving the winning side yet, but we are solving one problem here. School dropouts. Teenage pregnancies, yes, it's a problem, but it's not what you are solving. We are looking at it as a cause of school dropouts. It's causing school dropouts, so it's a problem. So it's a cause of a problem, not a problem causing a problem. You get? Anyway, teamwork. Did you people team up? Did you? I'm asking both sides because I'm also not sure of the side which is winning yet. I want to first be sure. So should I read the results of every speaker? Okay, I was judging content, time management, eye contact, stroke confidence, case building, and then style. I will start with team government, the first speaker. Your content was lacking, I want to be honest. Yes, you explained the motion, correct, but There's a way you made your things chap as if like I want to say this and go off stage and sit. Like you made it look like you really didn't have enough content. So I gave you 9 on the content. Time management. You left the floor before your minutes were done. That's not okay. Yes. You have to wait till we ring the last bell for you to get off stage. Because if you get off stage, that shows you really don't have a lot to say. Then eye contact, you were confident. I gave you 10. Case building was okay, not stable, but fine. I'm being honest. Stop looking at me like that. Yeah. So case building, I gave you 10. Style, I gave you 5. That was the first speaker from the team government. First speaker from team negators or the opposition side, you had content, but it wasn't too much of content to get 100% over 100. No, I gave you 15 over 20. Time management, you kind of didn't really manage your time very well. I gave you 13. Eye contact or confidence, I gave you 10. Case building, I gave you 10. Style, I gave you 15. Second speaker from the team government, your content was lacking, honestly. So I gave you 7. Time management, you tried. I gave you 13. Confidence, I gave you 6. Case building, I gave you 9. Style, I gave you 8. Second speaker from the opposition side, content, 15. Time management, perfect, 15. Confidence, 10. Style, 10. Then lastly, the third speaker from team government, content, I gave you 14. Time management, I gave you 15. Confidence, I gave you 10. Case building, 10. And style, 10. Then third speaker from team opposition, content, I gave you 7. Time management, I gave you 10. Confidence, I gave you 15. Case building, I gave you 5. And style, I gave you 15. Best speaker from team government was Ambrose, the guy in white. Best speaker from team opposition, guess. Justice was the best speaker. So which team is winning? Both.
We are the winners.
Hey. The winning team is the team opposition.